Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Atomos Tarot, and today's question is what does your crush tell their friends about you? So I have three piles to choose from. I have pile 1 with the Affirmators Tarot and Green Adventurine. I have pile 2 with Ask the Witch Tarot and Rose Quartz. And then pile 3, I have Curious Creatures Tarot and Ocean Jasper. So I'll give you a minute to choose whichever pile resonates. So that could be the crystal / stone or the cards or whatever about these that resonate with you. And then you can go down below to pick the timestamp and get your reading. Hi there, pile 1. So you picked the Affirmators Tarot and Green Adventurine. Okay, so before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if you have the right pile. So I'll do so with some oracle cards, and then we'll go from there. So if it sounds like your person, then you know you picked the right pile. Otherwise, you might want to pick a different pile. Okay, so I'll start with, I want to start with these cards. Okay. Ooh, okay. Already from this shuffle is very, very smooth. Your person, I feel like, is a very, maybe not straightforward, but a proper, is that the right word? A very moral, or maybe they are pretentious, because I'm also standing up straight. Oh, I have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, okay. Let's get one more. What is pile 1's person like? What is pile 1's crush like? What is pile 1's crush like? The Tower in reverse. Yeah. Okay. This feels like someone who's quite established. They could be older or more mature than you. So again, like even if their age might be younger than you, they feel more mature. They have a lot of, well, this has Earth energy. This is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Capricorn is coming really strongly, especially with this like goat skull looking thing. With this in reverse, this makes me feel like this isn't someone who is just starting their financial journey or anything like that. This feels like someone who knows how to deal with catastrophes. They know how to deal with what life throws at them. This seems like someone who's already established and mature and understands like the demands of their life and their finances so far. Do this. Let's get a card to represent pile 1's crush. What is pile 1's crush like? Pile 1's crush. Pile 1's crush like. What is pile 1's crush like? Crow. Ooh, this is someone who's very, very smart. Yeah. So I have the crow and dogwood intelligence. So they might also have a dog. Yeah, this feels like someone who is established. This feels like someone who is mature, someone who is like not super worried about all the little details about life, but they do everything the right way. Like they don't care about doing a job halfway or doing a job not to completion. They will always complete the task. They will always finish it, but they do so not at the detriment to their sanity, if that makes sense, or like they work smart, not harder. They're a hard worker, don't get me wrong. They are a hard worker, but they are more smart than they are a hard worker. So they are very effective with their time management. They're very effective with their emotional needs for other people. So like they're good at scheduling hangouts or knowing that they need time for themselves. This is someone who is not only just like smart intellect, like brain-wise, but also emotionally, if that makes sense. Because especially with this Tower card in reverse, this makes me feel like your person has circumvented a lot of Tower moments or catastrophes in their life. And that they know how to deal with those when they come. They, like, take life's punches as it will. They feel, yeah, quite mature. Do I want to use these cards? Yeah, okay, I'll use these cards. Okay. Again, very smooth shuffles. Your person has very smooth shuffles. This makes me feel like they could be really, like, yeah, they're really good with going with the flow. They're really good with, yeah, not sweating the details is what I'm getting. And it's not necessarily like a very like chillax weed type of vibe. It's a very much like, okay, we'll see where this goes. Okay, what is pile one's person like? Pile one's. Whoa. Pile one's person. Pile one's person. Like. Okay. I have, yeah, there we go. Basil, good love, good wishes, success. Yeah, your person feels very successful. Like this feels really good encompassing of your person. Like the crow and the basil here really encompasses your person. I think they're very straightforward to the point. They don't care for playing games. Yeah, I think they have a lot of like good fortune in their life, and I think they have a good financial abundance. I think a lot of people rely on them for finances. This, to me, always looks like a little face peeking out. So maybe they have a lot of people looking at them. Or maybe they're more reserved, but they still see everything. They're very observant. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they're very observant. Like, even like though this crow's head is turned this way, the eye is like turned to the viewer, to the camera, right? So I think your person is very observant, even if they seem like they're not. So they'll like notice all the little changes about you, I think so. They'll notice all the little changes. They'll notice if you change like your hairstyle or your shoes or whatever. They'll notice that you're not wearing your typical shoes or something. Yeah, this feels like someone who's very established, independent, emotionally and financially secure, someone who's quite mature, and someone who has a lot of good fortune and success in their life. Yeah. They do feel single. And not necessarily like they're really looking to share their wealth or anything like that, but I think they do. They could be adventurous too because I have the green adventuring, but that could also represent you. What else am I getting? I don't know. I feel like your person's quite straightforward. They're like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like I'm successful. I'm signal. Whoa, single. Yeah. I'm actually not getting much from your person other than they're smart. They go with the flow. They don't sweat the details. They're mature. Like, I'm not really getting much else. They never are the type of person who will make a situation like worse. For example, let's say that you are like, it's your first time driving on a road and they're like your person who's teaching you how to drive. They will never raise their voice at you. They'll never yell at you or make you feel more anxious than you already are because they know you're anxious. They'll never make you more anxious than you already are. Though sometimes they could come across as aloof, though I think they are quite emotionally intelligent too. Okay, I'm going to move this to the side because I think that's all I'm getting from your person, and then I'll get into your tarot cards. Okay, so I'll move these to the side. I don't know. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. So we'll get into your tarot cards. Okay, so we'll figure out what they tell their friends. Again, super smooth. What does Pal 1's crush tell their friends about Pal 1? What does Pal 1's crush tell their friends about Pal 1? Pal 1's crush tell their friends about Pal 1. Pal 1's crush. Whoa. Pal 1's crush tell their friends about Pal 1. They could be a very patient person too. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Huh. Okay. Pal 1's crush. What did they tell? Okay. Huh. Page of Wands. Oh, interesting. Okay. What did they tell their friends? What does Pal 1's crush tell their friends about Pal 1? What does Pal 1's... Whoa. The Chariot in reverse. Okay, so I have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Swords upright, Page of Wands upright, Chariot in reverse. Temperance. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 And then I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And then the back of the deck, 8 of Cups. Okay. So it feels like to me that maybe you've recently got out of a relationship with someone, or you're not really looking for anything serious at the moment, or this is how your person perceives it, at least. And I think what they tell their friends is, like, not necessarily that they don't see a long-term future with you. I think they're, like, waiting till you become more available, if that makes sense. Maybe they have gone through recent heartbreak and they're just not ready for more, but they really like your energy. They really like you, and they're hoping that you're going to be patient with them. No, I think more like what they tell their friends is that you seem like someone who is, maybe you're younger than them, or in a less secure financial position than they are, and they don't want to, like, have a weird power dynamic, is what I'm getting. Because again, your person feels quite established. And again, not necessarily that they want to share all their wealth or anything yet. Or maybe they're just not in that point in their life where they want to do that yet. Because Page of Wands is a very fun, flirty, casual kind of card. But then with this Temperance, this makes me feel like they're saying, I'm waiting for something. Like, biding their time. Either, like, because like, it seems like they want to come forward, but they're, like, holding back. They want to come forward, but, like, something's really slow moving here. Even with this 8 of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Cups upright is like, oh, look at that, 2 of Cups just below that. I have 8 of Cups upright is like moving on from a situation that doesn't serve you anymore. And with it in reverse, it's like they're not moving on. Maybe they're not moving on from the past heartbreak yet, and that's why they're only trying to be casual and fun right now. And they know that you want more. They know that you want more, but you want more commitment. You want more something, stability, abundance with somebody. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they're like kind of plotting with their friends, saying like, okay, how do I get Pile 1 without actually committing, or without actually putting my heart in again, because I don't want to be hurt again. Maybe your person has issues with commitment. And maybe you find it frustrating that they are always calm and chill about situations, and you're just like, show me something instead of just passion. I think they're very patient. Like, this Temperance card is really, like, sticking out to me with this patience. Either your person is very patient, or they're, like, waiting for you, or they're hoping that you wait for them. And I think, yeah, I feel like it honestly feels like a vibe where they are almost kind of like plotting with their friends. Like, that's what it feels like, that they are saying things like, oh, I'll get Pile 1 eventually, or like, Pile 1 will always wait for me, or something like this. And it's a little frustrating, to be honest. Like, I'm not Like, I'm not sure, because your person also didn't give me a lot of information here. Again, I feel like they're just really abundant. They have a lot of success, but like, what is stopping them from this commitment? What is like getting, like, okay, I need more clarity here. Okay, maybe, can I get more clarity? Okay, what does pile, okay, whoa, I'm gonna get this one. Queen of Wands. They know that you're very passionate. I think you're younger than them, or like, again, in a less financial situation than they are, and they kind of see it as, yeah, maybe they're scared of the power dynamic, and that's what they're like hoping that if they wait long enough, you will become more stable and they'll start pursuing you more intently. What is going on? Okay, what do they tell? What does Pile One's crush tell their friends about Pile One? Pile One's crush tell their friends about Pile One. Strength. They could just see you as a very strong individual. What? I am very confused about your person. Maybe you're also confused about what's going on here. Ace of Cups. This is like an offer coming through. Like, what? And then I have Knight of Cups in reverse, though. What is happening? Okay. So I have Ace of Cups upright, which normally means to me someone who's coming in with an offer, a romantic offer. Like a genuine romantic beginning of a romance offer. But then I have Knight of Cups here, which also signifies to me a beginning of a romance, like, offer. But with it in reverse, and even with this Knight in reverse, this makes me feel like maybe your person is, yeah, maybe only wanting to come forward with a passionate offer. Or as gross as this sound, they might talk about your like passionate encounters with this person with their friends. Like, maybe you have spent a few nights with this person and they talk about how good they felt with you, kind of thing, with their friends. Because Queen of Wands, Strength, Page of Wands, this is all fire energy. That's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Strength is Leo energy. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. So a lot of fire energy is coming through here. And then my Knights and my Cups, a lot of my Cups are in reverse. This is the emotional side. Like, your person, it doesn't feel like your person's doing this accidentally. This feels purposefully, because again, it felt like this person was emotionally intelligent, but also like smart intelligent. And with all of these cups in reverse, it's like making me feel like they're blocking you from their emotions, or maybe they're blocking their friends from their emotions too. Maybe they don't want their friends to see how, yeah, maybe they don't want to see, like, let their friends see how much you affect them or how much they want to be in a relationship with you. And so they only show the beginnings of a romantic offer, the beginnings. And I think they're like maybe using an excuse with their friends being like, oh yeah, maybe Pile 1 is just like not interested in that right now because they've just broken up with someone, or oh yeah, I'm not interested right now because I've just broken up with someone. And it's like they're downplaying the situation here or something, and like only focusing on the like physicality of your relationship or the passionate side of your relationship rather than the more emotional invested side. And again, I also have my Pentacles in reverse. This is like someone who doesn't want commitment, someone who doesn't want stability. Or maybe they do, but they're like stopping themselves from having that. Or maybe their friends are like convincing them not to pursue you. I don't know. I feel like this person with their friend group is a little, I want to say misogynistic, a little toxic, and they focus entirely on the wrong things, is what I'm getting from their friend group. And maybe your person doesn't feel like they can be comfortable with their friend group to actually talk about the deeper feelings that they're having. Like, they'll only talk about, yeah, she's cute, okay? They're cute, like, your Pile 1 is so cute and pretty, and like, I would love to start something, but you know, like, it's casual right now or whatever. It's like not a big deal. Like, they're downplaying something. Like, I feel like they don't feel comfortable talking to their friends about it. But I will say, if this person is using you for emotional labor and you're the only person they're using for emotional labor, that is not okay either. Like, just because you are strong and just because you are like fiery and passionate and a queen of wands energy doesn't mean that this person gets to take advantage of that and like only want you for comfort. And I don't think they necessarily just want you for comfort or anything like that. It just, I don't know, there's something like off about this. And I can't pinpoint what it is. I don't think they tell their friends anything like really important about your connection. Like they only focus like on the like physical aspects of your relationship or the more like fun or playful or things like that. Maybe again, maybe your person's older than you and they like talk about how youthful you are in terms of like energy. And this doesn't feel like a sugar daddy either because they don't feel like they're sharing their abundance. What is going on here? If this is like a large age gap thing and you are really young or your person's really young, please, 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 please be aware that you have to be in the same life stages, if that makes sense. So if you are 19 and this person is in their 40s, that is not necessarily okay. Sure, you're legal, but you're in a completely different life stage. The 19-year-old is in a completely different life stage than the person who is financially secure. And it doesn't even feel like this person who is financially secure is even willing to give more. Like if you were 25 and the person was 55, sure, whatever. Because at 25, you've established yourself enough in life. You know what I mean? But you have to think about life stages here. And it's like, even with this like grasshopper, life stages. Maybe you both are just like in different life stages in your life. And this is why this person just doesn't feel like you are all compatible with each other. And this is what they tell their friends, that you're just too young for them or too immature for them or too XYZ for them. And maybe they just like can't keep up or they feel like you can't keep up with them or something like there's some weird like disconnect happening here, like, and I just can't figure out what it is. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, maybe they don't see you as someone who is quite stable yet. Like not stable yet. And they don't really like they wouldn't really want something more until you become more stable. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, maybe they just see you as like, yeah, someone who is just starting to really understand themselves and their bodies and their personalities and stuff like that. Like you feel younger than this person. And this person is saying like you don't really know how to stick up for yourself yet. You don't really know, or this how they perceive you and what they're telling their friends is that you don't really know how to stick up for yourself quite yet. You're too young for them, or you're too naive for them, or you're too something. And they focus only on like the passion aspects of your relationship when they talk about you with their friends. And like maybe something like, oh yeah, I could be with someone, like I could be with pile one, but there's a but. But they're not, I don't know. They're not this, they're not that, they're not whatever. They like keep, I don't know what it is. Maybe your person is good at like, I don't want to say like gaslighting or manipulating, because again with the circumventing of catastrophic events, this could just be like you bring up something that is genuinely concerning and this person brushes off or like circumvents or gaslights you or manipulates you into thinking like it's not a big deal. I think they see you as someone who's very beautiful, like physically beautiful, physically attractive, and they like your energy, they like hanging out with you. But again, there's like this level of like, I don't want to commit to pile one. There's like a level of like I don't know, like greed maybe with your person. Yeah. Hmm. Your person is smart. Hmm. I think that's all I have for you, pile one. Let me actually get some initials for you, and uh, so maybe you can help figure out what it is, because it might not even be your crush that you're thinking about, and this is just someone coming through. So I'll get some letters for you. Okay. D. Dead. O. X. Ox. Again, earth sign energy, so your person could be an ox. Earth sign, ox. D. A. H. Maybe I'll get a couple more. B. P. Oh my god, BPD? Maybe your person has that? Or you could have that, or box. Maybe your person doesn't like being boxed in, or they're a boxer, or something like that. Heal. Maybe they're healing, or you're healing, and I know that's not how you spell heal. There we go. Hen. Yeah, they kind of see you as like a chick, if that makes sense. LA, you could be in LA, they could be in LA. Maybe you spend a lot of time with your person in the car because of an aux cord. PD, police department, you know? So LAPD. What is this policing thing that keeps coming up? Maybe their friend group is like as toxic as like, you know, cops are, you know? Lap. And yeah, why did lap dance come onto my head? Like, it feels like your person really views you in a very physical way. Yeah, anyways, I think that's all I have for you, pile one. If this reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you'll get notified for when I post a new video. Also, comment down below your situations or any future readings you would like me to do. I would love to hear suggestions. And I love reading your comments. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile one. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, pile two. So you picked the Ask the Witch Tarot and Rose Quartz. Okay, so before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check of your person to see if you have the right pile. Otherwise, you might want to pick a different pile. So I'll do so with some oracle cards, and then we'll go from there. I'll start here. No. No, I don't. I want to start here. Okay. Okay, so I'll get a vibe check of what your crush is like, what your person is like. What is pile two's person like? What is pile two's crush 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 like? Pile two's crush like. Pile two's crush like. Pile two's crush I have the snail and the huckleberry. Trust in the visible in reverse. Trust in the invisible. So like trust in the universe. Okay. Let's get some more. Okay. What is pile two's crush like? Okay. What is pile two's crush like? 10 of cups upright. What is pile two's crush like? Pile two's crush like. Okay. And I have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay. What is pile two's crush like? What is pile two's crush like? What is pile two's crush like? Okay, 2 cards wanted to pop out for you. I have cabbage. Okay, figure 44, cabbage, profit, prosperity, stability, comfort, nourishment, and then figure 31, tulip, declaration of love, wealth, passion. Okay, yeah, I feel like your person is really emotional, if that makes sense. They have a lot of feelings, and sometimes they get swept up a lot in their feelings. I think sometimes they might lack some boundaries, because octopus, their tentacles kind of go everywhere sometimes, and it feels like a lack of boundaries to me. I think your person is really wanting to find love, like really, really wanting to find love, and maybe they're a little desperate, and maybe they do a little bit of love bombing. Cabbages always make me think of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then that makes me think of like this person in general just feels like a nerd, maybe a little bit of a weeb. They give me a little bit of like pick me boy energy. I think they're like at that point in their life where they want to share a lot of their feelings, a lot of their emotions, a lot of their like wealth and prosperity and passions with other people. So maybe they have like a YouTube channel or something where they like share their videos, maybe like Legos or something like this. Trust in them as well. I want to like read what it says about this in the guidebook. So if I go, this is snail and huckleberry. Okay. It would be a lot easier if I could read Roman numerals really quickly. Snail. Okay, here. Okay. Trust in the invisible. Reverse meaning, you were relying too heavily on physical proof. Okay. Grow quiet and observant. Allow subtle cues, even feeling and intimidations to guide you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this person is really wanting to find love, really wanting to share this wealth, and they're like, okay, I've trusted the universe so much, but like when is it going to be my turn? When am I going to find love? When am I going to like do this? So it's not necessarily like they're desperate, but it's more just like I have been patient long enough, like I want to find love too. But I think they get in their head a lot about it. Like they like focus too much on the physical. And which is weird because they feel like a very emotional person too. I think they look for like tangible proofs that something is real. Maybe they've been hurt in the past, or maybe their past partners have lacked boundaries with them, and so that's how they equate love. But maybe you're good about setting proper boundaries, but they see this as like, oh, Pal like 2 is just not interested in me then. Maybe that's like what it is. Like, yeah, they're like, I want to share everything with pile 2, but like they don't want me because they don't want me to come over unannounced or whatever. And like that's a totally normal boundary, but maybe your person has a skewed view of what love looks like. And unless they see physical proof of that, that could literally, like, whatever that means to them, that could be something like they let me into their house uninvited. Like I can just show up to their house uninvited, or I could like they're okay with hickeys. Like they don't, maybe they need better communication skills is what I'm getting. And yeah, like they have like certain ideas of what like love looks like and how that's supposed to be implemented in their life. Otherwise then you're not in love or whatever. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Your person feels also, which is weird because your person, while they're like waiting for like the love of their life, basically, maybe they have unrealistic standards about what love is supposed to look like, but they're also quite patient, if that makes sense. Like they're weirdly patient but also impatient at the same time. It's a weird combination. Because when I was shuffling the cards, I wasn't really worried about like, okay, the time I had to take, why was it taking so long? I took a sip of my coffee and I never do that in readings. So, yeah. Like I think they really want to share stuff with their family. Huckleberry makes me think of like Huckleberry Finn and like that story, though I don't even know the story. Huckleberries, are they poisonous? No, they're not, right? It's just another berry, right? Okay, I think that's all I'm getting from your person. If that sounds like your person, you picked the right pile. So I'm just gonna move on to the tarot cards. So I'm gonna move these to the sides and go to your tarot cards now. Snail. Maybe they're a little slow. That's okay. Or like they like taking life at a leisurely pace. Oh, these cards are so stiff. And they're so big. Okay. Pile 2. Okay. What does pile 2 tell their friends? What does pile 2's crush tell their friends about pile 2? Okay. What does pile 2's crush tell their friends about pile 2? What does pile 2's crush tell their friends about pile 2? What do they tell their friends? What do they tell their friends? Okay, so a couple cards here. So I have Death in reverse. I have 2 wands upright. And I know there's one that flipped over. And I have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. What does pile 2's crush tell their friends about pile 2? Pile 2 crush. Okay. I have the 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And I have 10 of Wands in reverse and Queen of Pentacles upright together. Okay. And in the back of the deck, I have Temperance in reverse. Okay. 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 Again, there's this. Okay. It feels like your person is simultaneously super patient and also not patient at all. I I think they're the type of person who needs to process before they speak. And they don't like speaking unless they have everything laid out, until they have everything sorted to understand. And I think part of them is coming to their friends really with a choice here, really debating a choice here. And that choice is, I feel like, whether or not you are even interested in them. With death in reverse, it's like they're refusing to move on from something. And again, this could be what I'm getting with this death in reverse. This makes me feel like they're refusing to let their ideals about what love's supposed to look like go. Hierophant in reverse again. This makes me feel like you have kind of flipped their world view on their head. And to you, you have a more healthy understanding of what love looks like and what to expect in a romantic relationship and how that's supposed to look like. And this person is seeing it as like, they're not interested in me. They want to like live their own life, and they don't want to like share burdens with me. They don't want to like whatever. They have like, I feel like an unhealthy view of what love looks like. This lack of boundaries, this sharing of burdens continuously, this emotional label constantly, and I think that's because of past relationships. And like the universe is like basically really telling them like, you need to like let go of this like cycle here. You need to let pile 2 like show you what a healthy love looks like. And I think with their friends, they're really being like, in my last relationship it was like this, but with pile 2 it's like this. And I think their friends are very patient with them, but I think they're also kind of like, hey, snail person, like I never liked that first person you were with, that like the like ex or whatever. They always treated you like poorly, and that was not, I never thought I was healthy. But I really like you with pile 2 because they really like have proper boundaries with you. Wait, where was it? Proper boundaries with you. You're Queen of Pentacles. You're very nurturing, caring, loving, but still grounded and understanding reality and perspectives. 5 of Pentacles, always feeling like that left out in the cold, being alone. But like, see, your person sees that almost as like you not like being interested in them or not wanting to be in a relationship with them. And like, again, with this Temperance in reverse, it's like they think that you are moving on from them, that you're not gonna let them waffle or wait for this decision, because a 2 again is choices. Yeah, I think your person's really struggling, like trying to really figure out like what is love supposed to look like. Because like sometimes when you draw a rose, sometimes it'll look like a cabbage. And it's interesting that your person came up as cabbage. I think they've only ever seen love drawn as a bad rose, like a cabbage, versus, is this analogy making sense? Versus like an actual rose looks different, right? Like, sure, they have all these constructive parts and patterns or whatever, but a cabbage still looks different from a rose. And your person, if rose is the ideal of love, or rose is supposed to be a metaphor for love or whatever, what is the word? Analogy for love. They've only ever seen love as a cabbage, if that makes sense. But maybe they're starting to find like there are different flowers or different ways to show love and affection. And like, I think they really like you, but again, it's like they're focused on, or like they're really talking with their friends about like whether or not that the boundaries you're enforcing with them, or the boundaries you have in general, is that meaning that you don't like them? Okay, 2 of Pentacles, again, another choice thing. Okay, let me get more cards on what does pile 2's crush tell their friends about pile 2? What does pile 2's crush tell their friends about pile 2? What does pile 2's crush tell their friends about pile 2? I have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, see, like, that you have so many different options, and, like, you're not interested in them, and, like, yeah, this person, 8 of Wands, like, I really want to come forward, but pile 2 has so many options. They're not going to want me. They've already said they don't want me because of these boundaries they're enforcing. Yeah, this feels like that. And then I have Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Yeah, like, again, they really want to come forward with an offer, but something is like they're not letting go of something. They're not letting go of some sort of traditional ideal that, or an ideal that they grew up with, and again, I think that comes down to what they've been taught in love, what they've been taught love looks like. And again, that could have been from an ex, that could have even come from their parents, and they're like, this is what love's supposed to look like, and pile 2 is not showing me this type of love. So, or affection, I guess, if you're not, quite there with the love or whatever, that's fine. But they, yeah, and they're like, why would, like, this means that pile 2's not interested, Page of Wands, yeah, and that pile 2 is like, just wants something casual with me, or doesn't want something serious with me. Again, with another knight there, it's making me feel like they're like, oh, pile 2 doesn't want me. Yeah, I feel like they've had, yeah, they need to break down the structures of what they think love is supposed to look like, or what a relationship looks like. And again, with this like trust in the invisible, trust in the universe, it's like the universe keeps telling them like, you need to trust in me, but they're like not, and they're like, but I have, and I've waited for so long for love, and they're like, no, you've been in toxic relationships, you only seen toxic ideas of love, and now that we're like punching you in the face with something that's more healthy, you're like thinking it's not that. Like, and of course the universe is going to be very patient and kind and generous with this person. Like, I feel like your person has their right in the heart has their right in the heart place has their heart in the right place, but they can get things mixed up. Again, they could be a little, again, slow, like a snail is slow on the uptake. Not to say that they're dumb. I don't think they're dumb at all, but I think they need more time to process things sometimes. And I think maybe you're getting a little impatient about maybe waiting for this person, or you're like, I don't want to wait, because like 8 of Wands, I think your person also wants to come forward really quickly, but they're convinced, they're like so convinced that you are not interested in them because of these boundaries you set. And they need better communication skills is what they need. Like a page, knight, I haven't seen, Queen of Pentacles, the only queen that came up was Queen of Pentacles, and I felt like that was more attributed to you, pile 2, rather than this person. Death in reverse is Scorpio energy. Hierophant always makes me think of earth energy, so Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Pentacles. I'm not seeing a lot of sword. I don't think I see any sword energy. Yeah, no sword energy. That's what I said. No sword energy means no communication skills. No communication. So either you're not talking to your person right now, or again, this person's communication skills or their communication skills with you are not good. And so like what they tell their friends is like, oh, I think pile 2 is not interested in me because of this. And then pile 2's friends are almost like, come on, no. And like, I think they're really happy that pile 2 is starting, like your person, your crush, pile 2, is starting to move away from this idea of love being a cabbage rather than an actual rose, if that analogy makes sense. Yeah. I think, weird, but I think they might invite you out on a date, and I see a little croissant here, so that makes me feel like they're gonna take you out on like a little coffee date, or you'll meet up for coffee or something like this. Okay, let me get some initials for any last minute clarifications or things like that. So I have a little board here so you can see the letters better. Okay, I'm gonna shake this. Okay, and I'm gonna close my eyes and pick some letters. Okay, U, B, V, W, R, V, J, Q, cute. You be cute. Question, response. See, I feel like the universe is telling them like they need to start like communication skills here. Oh wow, how does pile 2 like me if they're not doing this? The VC, are? Maybe you're like childhood friends with your person or something. VCR makes me think, you know, past all that stuff. Or maybe again, they have like, they keep replaying, like a VCR, they keep replaying past events being like, yeah, pile 2 doesn't like me, or past events of previous relationships or previous partners or seeing their parents or something like this, being showing love in a not great way. Cool. This queer. So either you could be LGBTQ plus or your person could be LGBTQ plus. And maybe that's also part of the reason why they have a different view of love, because if they grew up in a heterosexual household, maybe they think that their feelings are wrong somehow, if they are LGBTQ plus. Que in French, what? How? A lot of questions are coming up about your person. BJ. CV. Maybe you meet your person at a job. Justin Bieber. Howard. Bob. Bo. Bo. Okay. Request. See, again, there's this like I keep getting words about communication. There's this need for communication. Bow, this could also mean like your person needs to like humble themselves, or like bow, or like bow down to the universe about like, you know, what they're dealing with. Bow down to you for making you wait so long with their decision waffling. And I think their friends are also like, come on, come on. We know you like pile 2, just say something. Okay. Job. So again, you could have met your person at a job. They could have met you at a job. Okay, I think that's all I'm getting for you, pile 2. If that reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified for whenever I post a new video. Also, comment down below what your pile was, if the situation resonated. I love reading your comments. Or even below with a recommendation of what you would like to see for upcoming videos or other readings. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 2. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. So you picked Ocean Jasper and Curious Creatures Tarot. So before I get into your tarot cards, I do want to get a vibe check on your person to see if you have the right pile. Otherwise, you might want to pick a different pile. So we'll start with some oracle cards, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Pile 3's person. Pile 3's crush like? Wow, very quickly. I have the Horse and Bluebell, Modest Fortitude in reverse. Okay. Your shuffles are quite smooth as well. Pile 3. Okay, what is pile 3's crush like? Pile 3's crush like. Pile 3's crush like. Okay. That's too many cards here. I'm gonna flip those and take the ones that fell out. I have the Magician. I have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, your person makes things happen. Makes things happen. Okay. One more. What is pile three's crush? Like, quick. Carnation, mother's love, femininity, adoration, messages of and affection. Okay, your person feels quite loyal in general. To like their friends, their work, or their commitments. I think they're constantly working. They don't really take a rest. And like, look at this magician here. They're drinking their wine while also holding a sword and doing their work. So it feels like they don't really separate like work or life balance. They're not really good with balancing work and life. And like they find enjoyment in their work. But the thing is, they also like maybe lack boundaries when it comes to differentiating their work and life, like balance stuff. Even with this King of Pentacles in reverse. In this card, I have the plants kind of going along with the shape of this horse, and very subdued. Some of the plants in this deck are like very, very big parts of the thing. So for example, here, the snake, that fern takes up most of the thing, though maybe another example might be better. Here, for example, like that possum has so many flowers around it, but versus here, it's a lot more subdued. And I think your person's show of love or affection is a lot more subdued than other people. Or it's very steadfast and very traditional. I burped. That usually indicates to me some sort of releasing of toxicity or negativity. Carnations are the typical flower you give on Mother's Day to a mother. And so I feel like your person is quite typical, if that makes sense. I think they're like, a lot of the cards flew out really quickly and with your person, and I feel like they're the type of person that's like, if I say I'll do it, I'll do it. They'll keep their word. However, with this in reverse and this in reverse, this makes me feel like they're not super modest sometimes, or they like showing off. Even with this magician, the magician always reminds me of someone who is super charming, super outgoing, super flamboyant, super out there, loves attention. And I think your person really likes attention, craves a lot of attention, right? Even with this like mother's love thing, like not all mothers like to receive flowers, that's fine. But a lot do. And also like, yeah, your person like expects adoration, if that makes sense. But they also give adoration. They maybe are a little prideful. And while they can be hardworking, sometimes they are lazy. What else am I getting? I have a feminine card that came out, another feminine card that came out as well. Because Earth suit is a feminine energy. Earth and water is feminine energy. Air and fire are masculine energies. Even though I have a king here, it's still a more feminine king, if that makes sense. So I think your person is more in touch with their emotions, but also maybe a little egotistical, a little prideful, a little showboaty, if that makes sense. But they still get the work done. Okay, I think that's all I'm having about your person. Maybe they could be sensitive. They could be a little sensitive. Yeah, they're sensitive. Maybe a little bit of like a hippie vibe, because ocean jasper always makes me think of like traveling and things like that, or like a nomadic lifestyle kind of thing. Anyways, I think that's all I'm getting about your person, so I'll get into your tarot cards. I'll move these to the side. Okay, so we'll get into your tarot cards now. Curious Creatures Tarot. What does pile 3's crush tell their friends? 8 of Wands, okay. Oh. This honestly looks like a happy schoolboy coming home from school. I know that's a shell, not a backpack, but it feels like a little boy coming home from school and wanting to tell their mom everything that happened at their day. Okay. I have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I have the 2 of Wands in reverse. Oh, okay. Again, super quick with the cards. Page of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh. Pile 3, I think they're going to come forward with an offer. Oh my lordy. Those cards literally flew off my desk. I have 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they're done waiting. I have 3 cards that flew out of my desk like so quickly. 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, not reverse. 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and Death. Okay. I want to keep these 3 together. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Ooh. Okay, where do I start? And then I have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, upright. Why do I keep wanting to say reverse? Okay. So, I feel like they've told their friends basically like, I am coming forward to give pile 3 an offer. I am done waiting. I'm giving an offer. Like, Page of Cups is literally an offer of love. And while it is a more like immature way of dealing with love, or a more young way of dealing with love, that's okay. It's just starting something. And given another page here, your person feels quite young and very rash, very quick, very quick. What's impulsive? Impulsive was the word I was looking for even when I was doing this. Impulsive. Your person's quite impulsive. But the thing is, I think they've thought long enough that they're like, I'm so ready to go to pile 3 and tell them how I'm feeling, offer them something, offer them like maybe ask you out on a date or something. 7 of Pentacles is this like you put sowing your seeds and waiting for them to harvest or grow or whatever. And I think maybe your person's a little impatient about letting your relationship flourish or grow a little bit, but I think they make up for that for a lot of enthusiasm. 7 of Swords. Not gonna lie, when this card came up, I thought that they're like, I am like, nothing's going to stop me. I'm not above underhand methods to try and get pile 3, honestly. And that doesn't necessarily mean like crime-worthy things, but they're not above like trying to make you jealous or trying to like little petty things like that, or trying to, you know, tell other people to back off from you. Like, I don't want to say like it doesn't feel like in a toxic way. And I don't know what exact examples I could use to showcase that this person is like not above being a little petty to get you, if that makes sense. Like 5 of Pentacles and Death, they're like, I'm done being lonely. I'm done with this. I'm done with this energy, this like black energy. I'm so ready for this sunshiny energy to be with pile 3 and like, yeah, like just vibe, you know? 10 of Pentacles just underneath that. Like, see, your person really wants to start a life with you, like, or like wants a relationship with you. And I think they're telling their friends like, okay, I've waited long enough. Like, I think like I should just come forward with pile 3 and like offer them something or whatever. And I think they like really always come excitedly to their friends to talk about you. And it's in kind of the most wholesome ways ever. They're kind of just like, I don't know, like also with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, this makes me feel like this is not like either you met your person at a work thing, or they're friends with their work buddies and they always talk about you to their work friends. Yeah, I think they like talk about the most mundane things with their work friends about you. They're like, oh, pile 3 did this, or pile 3 did this, or blah blah blah. Like any chance they can get, they like want to bring you up. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, like they're done making a choice. They've made their decision. They're ready. They want to come forward. Like, I don't know what else to say here other than your person really wants to come forward, and when they talk to their friends about it, they're always excited. Like, look how excited that Ada Wands is. Like, they're like that kid coming home to their mother, and the mother is like their friend group. Um, like, look at this, like a love letter, a declaration of love. They're like, yeah, they're like, oh, I want to like give this to whatever. Also with this makes me feel like when they send text messages to you or messages to you, whatever, they like ask their friends to read through it, being like, does this sound okay? Like, is this okay? Like, will pile 3 be freaked out by this or not? Or like, you know what I mean? Um, let's get some more. I honestly not getting more other than they always are excited when they talk about you. And they'll talk about the most mundane things, like, oh my gosh, pile 3 smelled like roses today or something. 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're not gonna even entertain fighting with other people or whatever. They're like, I'm just gonna come forward with pile 3, like, that's it. Like, they're not even gonna entertain when their friends try to play like devil's advocate or like try to convince them to be more slow about it or whatever. Page of Wands, like, yeah, another page. They're a little reckless about it. And like, look how happy this page is. They're like, la la la. Like, a lot of these cards are facing, like this card and this card especially, like the more happy-go-lucky ones are facing that way, right? Even this 7 of Swords is facing mostly that way, though their head is turned this way. And I think they do value their friends' opinions and stuff, and I think their friends are being like, whoa, okay, like, you need to like slow down, like actually build a good relationship with this person before jumping in. Like, actually get to know your person first. But they're like so convinced that they know you and they want you. Queen of Swords. And I think it's because you do talk quite candidly with them about stuff. And I think they talk quite candidly. Like, they're very honest about what they feel towards you with their friends. They're just like, yeah, I like pile 3. I want to come forward with them. But also, there's not a lot about your personality from where this person is, like, talking about. Normally when I get a little bit about personality, like there's certain cards that will jump up being like, this is indicating pile 3 or pile 2 or pile 1 or whatever. This indicates the person watching the video. But here what I'm getting is very much a message of, they're telling their friends, pile 3 is perfect, I'm going for them. And that does make me a little concerned, because I think I'm agreeing with their friends where they're saying, you need to slow down, you need to actually build a relationship and see if you actually like this person for who they are. And I think this is the only card that has popped up that has made me feel like this is representing pile 3. With this Queen of Swords energy being like, you are someone who is independent, someone who is like still a queen, so still quite nurturing, but a little cutthroat about the way you deal with things. And you're quite candid about the way you feel, candid about the way that you interact with the world, candid about the way that you talk to people. But again, I can't get a whole picture personality about you from just one card. And yet your person has only brought up one card about you, your communication skills. So maybe you're a fast texter and they really appreciate that, and they have latched onto that and kind of put you on a pedestal. Like, I think your person is very, very quick to jump in, very quick to like ignore any red flags or whatever they're feeling or whatever, and they're so ready to like jump in. And that's a little bit of a red flag to me, because again, I kind of agree with their friend group where they're saying, you need to slow down, you need to actually get to know who this pile 3 is first before you jump into a relationship full on with them. And maybe they love bomb a lot, maybe they are very impulsive of it, like they're very quick to get into a relationship. This honestly feels like maybe a serial monogamist, if that makes sense. Again, that loyalty is coming through, but there's also this weird impulsiveness. And so your person will commit to you, but the moment that their image of you crashes whatever you do in actual reality, they'll be like, ooh, maybe pile 3 wasn't as perfect as I thought, and I want to leave. So they're quick to like jump off ship too. And so I think their friends are really urging them to be like, okay, you need to slow down. Okay, I get you're really excited to be with pile 3 and get to know pile 3, but you actually have to get to know pile 3. So maybe you and your person have just recently met, and that's why their friends are a little like, whoa, like I'm happy for you. Like their friends seem genuinely happy for this person being happy, but they're like, do you know pile 3? Do you really know pile 3? Because from what I'm getting here, they don't really know you, to be honest. I don't think they do. I think they know a lot of good aspects about you, but I think that's because you've only recently started communicating with your person, only recently started texting them. I feel like you're mostly like talking online with this person right now, like through text or through a dating app or something like that. And I think because you tend to be more consistent about it, they are like really wanting something more with you. But like, okay, word of advice. You can take it or leave it, doesn't matter. It's up to you to take it or leave it. When a person in a text conversation is actually asking you questions back, then you know that person is invested in trying to get to know you as a person. I feel like this person doesn't really ask you meaningful, deep questions about you and who you are as a person. If they do, great. And then they're actually trying, maybe they've actually listened to their friend's advice and are starting to, you know, you know, actually try to get to know you rather than just wanting to be with someone. Because again, like this 5 of Pentacles in reverse and this death, this makes me feel like I'm done being lonely and I'm done with deceit, if that makes sense. So maybe they have been hurt in the past before, but also I'm done with being lonely. So it's almost like regardless of the person, they're gonna want to be in a relationship as quickly as possible. And that's not necessarily the best coping mechanism for loneliness and stuff like that. I think your person is a good talker. I think they're a good talker. I think you might be like, yeah, pile of, like my crush or whatever, they are great at communicating and stuff like that. Maybe they're great at communicating, but are they actually asking you questions about you as a life, or are they just a consistent texter? Are they actually trying to get to know you as a person, or do they just talk about themselves? Again, there's a little bit of an ego and an inflated ego with your person again, like I talked about earlier. And they like adoration. They like feeling loved. They like the feeling of being in a relationship, but they don't actually want to do maybe all the hard work that comes with a relationship. Again, they don't really want to do the waiting. They don't really want to do the growing. They don't really want to do all of the things. Page of Pentacles upright. This is someone who's only just beginning to start a more committed, grounded relationship, right? I'm having a lot of pages here. A lot of pages. And the Queen that came up, I felt like it was for you, not this person. Okay? Lots of pages. Again, very maybe immature, very impulsive about the way they interact with the world. Did you get all the pages? No, you didn't get all the pages. No, you did. No, you didn't. You got this. You didn't have the Page of Swords, which would be communication. You got the Queen of Swords. So maybe you're good at communicating with your person, but everything else seems quite impulsive, quite naive, quite young feeling about it. And that doesn't necessarily mean like their age is super young or anything. It just means that they're quick to get into relationships and maybe quick to end them too. So I think when they're telling their friends about you, like when they're talking to their friends about you, they keep mentioning things like, oh, pile 3 is great at communicating, or like they always text back, or they like, but not much about your personality. I don't want to, like, I don't know. Maybe like you are someone who's good at work or whatever, and so they'll say something about like, oh, you value your work, but like it doesn't feel quite there. Or maybe you've connected on one thing so far and this person has taken it and ran with it, and like it's almost like they're not willing to hear their friends' legitimate concerns about how fast this relationship is going. And again, it doesn't feel like your person's deceitful or wrong or bad. Again, even though the 7 of Swords came out, this more feels like yeah, I'm willing to go toe to toe with whoever suitor as I have for pile 3 or whatever. And like, sure, that feels nice or whatever, that this person is straight up telling you, like, I am interested in you and I only want to be with you. But again, I would be cautious about whether or not they actually want to get to know you as a person, or they just find comfort in being in a relationship. Um, yeah. I mean, they really like you, but I also don't know if they really know you. And again, they could have taken the advice from their friends and are actually starting, because a mother's nurturing energy is like someone who actually tries to get to know you, right? Like a mother wants to get to know their child, right? They want their child to be able to express anything to them. And I think they want you to be able to express anything to them, but maybe they're just not good at asking questions or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna get some letters to maybe describe your situation more, or showcase your person, or help you resonate better. It's nice and sunny now. Maybe, okay, that was interesting that I even mentioned that. Maybe you and your person, the questions they ask is like, how was your day? Which are great questions, but like that's kind of like the extent. Like, oh, how's your day? How did you feel today? It was really nice and sunny today. Did you go out? Like things like that, rather than if you mention something like, oh, I'm super into art or whatever, instead of asking you about your artwork or wanting to see it or being invested in you as a person, they ask things like, how's your day? How's your night? How was your sleep? How was work today? You know, questions like that. Okay, N, E. Okay, again, when this came out, I felt like need, H, maybe you laugh a lot with your person. C, O. Maybe you said something like, I'll cook for you or whatever, and they like hooked onto that and be like, Paltu's a great cook or whatever. Nerd. He'll, cool. They think you're cool. Okay, let's get a couple more. Okay, that was more than a couple more. Okay, whoa. My S is tangled up here with my A. Mass. It's like the weight of their affections might be a little much. He. Hemoglobin is blood. Okay, also with this, it makes me feel like you need to assess something, or your person needs to assess something better here. Easy. Maybe because it's easy with you, like talking wise, not like that you're an easy person or anything like that. They feel a lot of ease with you. Yeah, ease. It's like they're not like really actually trying to get to know you. Lease. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it feels like your person is really like they're like almost like let's move in together level of quick. You know what I mean? And it feels like you just really started talking to your person. Core. Cool. Okay. Coal. See, that makes me feel like, you know how like in Christmas time or whatever, Santa can give you coal or in your stockings or like the chocolate. I feel like if you do something like wrong in your person's eyes about you as a person, or that doesn't fit their idea of you, it's like receiving coal on Christmas. Release. I don't have another E. Elisa. Oh, I do have another E. Hen. Ham. Christmas ham. Ooh, maybe Christmas time will be like significant, or like October because that's Thanksgiving. Or I guess in the States it's like November. Coast. Coast. Course. Coast. Maybe, yeah, ocean is important to you. Maybe that's like where you'll have a date or something. Maybe like a beach walk or something. Okay. Okay. I was trying to put that back, but it kept slipping in here. So I guess it's important. Ocean. Canon. You got a lot of letters, pile 3. I don't think the rest of the groups got this many letters. Okay. Learn. Lesson. School might be important to y'all, or maybe you meet at school, or some sort of work like training thing. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I think that's all I'm getting for you, pile 3. If this reading resonated, please leave a like and subscribe so you get notified for whenever I post a new video. Also, comment down below what pile you picked, or if it resonated, what didn't resonate. I'd love to read those. And also, if you have any suggestions for previous videos, upcoming videos, I would love to hear those. But if that's everything, thank you so much, pile 3. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.